Hey, welcome to everyone in the Agile Scrum BA track. This is your day one of the week one, a very first day when we are getting started. And while we are getting started, let me confirm you that this mm, uh, training is not going to be boring. This is going to be very interesting for you. You are going to love every single day while being inside this training. In fact, you will be waiting for every single day this to come for you, and you guys get engaged into it. So while I'm talking about it, let me tell and ask you this thing, because this is day one. So we will go with the introduction first, where I want to hear from you a couple of things, and we will talk about ourselves as well. As me and Prerna both will be your trainers, so we will be talking. But before we will talk and introduce to you, why don't you talk about yourself, your name, your prior experience, if any you have already, and why you wanted to undergo this training of Agile Scrum BA, and do you really want to get placed? If yes, why? And why do you think that it could be easy for you to understand and move ahead in this training? So I want to go ahead with Radha. Radha, why don't you introduce yourself, and we will go ahead one by one.
Hi all, my name is, this is Radha. I live in New Jersey. Today I am here to start my career as a BA and a Scrum Master. So I want to improve my knowledge and skills in as a business analyst and the Agile Scrum. Yeah.
Any prior experience, Radha?
I don't have any IT background. So right now I am working as a, part-time job in a dental office, like a data entry operator. That's how my previous experience. But in IT field, I don't have any previous experience earlier.
Thank you so much, Radha. Thank you so much for sharing this. So, can we have a round of applause? You can unmute yourself and applaud for Radha for sharing and initiating. Thank you so much, Radha. So,
You will.
appreciate that. Why don't you call out someone's name you see on the screen, and we will go with the lady.
Disha Patel.
Hey, Disha, good evening. Welcome. And please take the time and tell us about yourself.
Sure.
Disha.
Hello, everyone. My name is Disha Patel. I'm from New Jersey. I don't have any experience in BA or Scrum, Agile Scrum, but I do have experience in a pharmaceutical industry from last 10 years. And since I want to switch to IT background, I thought this is the first step for me to understand the basic in the IT. That's why I choose the BA Agile Scrum.
Thank you so much, Disha. So can we have a round of applause for Disha as well? You can unmute yourself and please applaud, because this is the very first day. Let's get engaged and let's help each other. So Disha, why don't you call out someone's name on the screen, please?
Sneha.
Sneha, a very good evening. Please unmute yourself and introduce to us. Who are you? What do you do? From where you are? And what is the core intent behind joining this course, if you have any prior experience? Sneha, over to you. Sneha, can you hear us? I think you would be talking on mute. You are talking on mute. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Hi.
Hi, very good evening to everyone. And thank you. I'm Sneha Mukherjee. I'm from Dublin, Ohio. And I had a law background, a completely non-IT background. So I had experience as a practicing lawyer. And I worked as a legal associate in LPO also. I wanted to do, and I have no experience in BA Agile Scrum. I'm a complete fresher. And I wanted to do this course because I think that, this is a flexible switch for the career.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Sneha, for sharing. So
Welcome.
call out someone's name on the screen you see.
Call out same Why it's taking long? Sharda, she's just beside me.
Sharda, very, very good evening. Please unmute and introduce. Yes.
Hi everyone, this is Sharda.
Mhm.
I'm from New Hampshire. I completed my doctorate in chemistry and I worked as an assistant professor when I was in India, Hyderabad. And after coming to US, I didn't have any prior experience or anything. I want to switch completely to an I'm from a non-IT background and I completely want to switch my field because I want to try something new, something different, which is not at all related to any sciences. So I thought business analyst would be a good option for me. So I thought I could opt BA Agile Scrum because there are many options to work remote for that. That is the only reason I opted it.
Okay. Thank you so much, Sharda, for honestly sharing this with us. So, Sharda, call out someone's name on the screen you see.
Tejashwini Reddy.
Yeah, Tejashwini.
Yeah,
Yes.
thank you, Sharda. Hi, everyone. Very good evening to all. I'm Tejaswini. I am from California. I have my background and experience into HR. I have been in this industry for quite a while, and I am in the services industry, but with completely non-technical background. So and everything is moving into IT and software related. So coming from HR background, I thought Scrum would be a smooth transition, wherein I can also have my experience related to this field and can have a smooth transition. So that's the reason I'm opting for this course.
Thank you so much, Tejashwini, for sharing this. So, call out someone's name you see on the screen.
Okay, Radha is done. Sneha, Ruby, Disha. I think everyone is done except for Prerna, who's a faculty member. So yeah,
Yes. Yes.
everyone's done.
Okay. So, did we hear from Ruby and Disha? I mean, I'm not sure.
Yes, yes, we
Not
did.
Okay.
hi.
Yeah, Disha.
Oh, Ruby? No, this is Ruby.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Ruby. Please go ahead, Ruby.
Hey, hi. So I hail actually from Dallas, Texas, and like most of y'all on the call, I don't have any prior experience in IT. I basically like my core education is a BA, like a Bachelor's of Arts degree in psychology, and after moving to the US, I pursued my career as a medical assistant, a clinical medical assistant. So basically, like healthcare. And now I am a little bored. So I think I'm looking to switch. And what I heard from some people who are, have a very core like IT background, a couple of friends, and from your counselor that BA would be a good track for me when I
Mhm.
spoke to them, regarding my previous experience. So I was kind of like moving between like BA and testing, but most of them said that BA would kind of, be a step forward. And I think Scrum Agile everybody needs.
That's true. That's true. Thank you so much, Ruby, for sharing this honestly with us. And yes, welcome to this. And this is going
Thank
to be
you.
a fun ride for you next 2 months.
Thank you. Thank
So,
you.
Disha, are you done? Because I'm just
Yeah,
not.
I did.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, Disha. And thank you so much, Ruby, Tejashwini, Sharda, Sneha, and Radha. Now, yes, you are right. We have Prerna as your trainer. So I would like to invite Prerna to introduce herself. Prerna, over to you.
Thank you so much, Gaurav. And thank you so much, all of you, for your introduction. I'm Prerna. I have around more than 14 years of experience in IT, starting with development, project management, and currently I'm working with a PMO in one of the leading banks in India. I have worked in companies like TCS, Accenture, L&T Infotech, and a lot of different teams and technological non-functional experience I do have, but my personal liking is into training and project management and leadership kind of role. I have worked closely with And to be very honest, I love the way in Guru schools all the candidates participate, and their enthusiasm is always on point. So I just welcome you all to this wonderful journey towards the only one aim of getting placed. So that's it from my side. Once again, a warm welcome to all of you. Over to you, Gaurav.
Thank you so much, Prerna. So, hello, welcome everyone. This is Gaurav. I'm going to be another trainer for you along with Prerna. And in this next 2 months, you will be learning a lot. And along with this learning, you will be experiencing a lot. You will be keep on knowing something, some new term. But this is not going to be successful alone. It requires complete completion of the circuit. For any electricity path, how a circuit gets completed, one is the socket and another is the plug. So it's just like completing the circuit. You are the half of the circuit, faculty members or Guru school is the half of the circuit. We will be giving you some assignment to you and expecting some result from you. Once you do that, once you complete that, and we will verify that, and we means authorize that, that completes the circuit, and that makes you eligible to get going for the next level. Why beauty of BA Scrum is everyone is telling that it is very, very important to start your career with BA Agile Scrum. It's not that as a business analyst, things are really easy. As a scrum master, things are really, really easy. You should not have the prior experience of something like that. It is how we are making that easy. Okay, we are making it so easy that even 5 years old can say that, hey, I'm eligible to become a business analyst or a scrum master. So the beauty is in that, and that's the reason we are going to tell you that you will be able to get placed if you have the core intent to get placed. So on this note, let me start sharing my screen. And while I'm sharing the screen, let me tell you about Agile and BA. So in this world, in this IT world, in fact, uh, when we talk about Agile, agility is nothing but it's all about your mindset. It's all about your intent, and it's also mixture of soft skill. Okay, are you with me so far?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
thank you so much for responding. So this is what is something where we will be getting a shift. You will be getting every single day towards a positive mindset, because ultimately you will be bringing the solution towards the projects. Okay, and your intent will work as the project. So that's the reason I want each one of you to understand this training as a project. Okay, so this 2 months will be a project. In sprint one, we will be working for 4 to 6 weeks. Generally sprints are not more than 4 weeks. So for 4 weeks we will be working in the basics of Agile, and we will transition to the 2 weeks of sprint further. Well, we will be also learning towards the advanced of it. And then the last sprint 3 will be almost around a week or so, uh, where we will be learning mostly about business analysis. So what is business analysis and what is Agile? Let me tell you, in the IT it is nothing but it is, one is the ground and another is the backbone. So what is ground? The ground is the agility. Ground is the Agile Scrum framework. Okay, Agile is the methodology. Agile is the methodology, and business analysis in this is just like a backbone. Okay, in the field of IT. Are you with me so far, everyone? Yeah.
Yes.
Thank
Yes.
you so much. Thank you. Thank you for responding. So now let me ask each one of you, what is one intent you have joined in over here? One intent. You can tell me.
But focus,
Okay,
like,
focus. Prerna, you would
yeah,
like to switch off your video, then you can. Focus, what else?
It would be like
Um,
to gather information and then get placed.
Okay.
Stability.
So who said that get place? Is it Ruby?
Yes.
Exactly. Thank you so much for being to the point. It's getting place is the core intent. And I want every one of you to align with this. Only one thing should be there in your mind. Okay. So it is about getting placed. Be it you, Sushana will start working. She just now completed her previous track last week, in fact, on Sunday, and she joined here on day one. Just to repeat, and you know what, we talk about 6 pillars of Guru Schools. Have you heard of it, everyone?
Yes.
Thank you so much,
Yes.
Radha. So in the 6 pillars, the very first pillar is instructor led free training, and you are being part of it. You are learning over here. Okay, that is number one. Another part is there, that reference ready resume preparation. I would suggest you, so because your core intent is to get placed, you should start attending RRRP session from day one. You know, sometime once we get placed, we need to do one task every single day. It may sound monotonous. It's all upon BAs and Scrum Master to make it interesting. However, everyone is not successful in doing so. Okay. So even if you don't find things are interesting and you join RRP session, even though you find that daily it is monotonous, to make yourself strong, your profile strong, and your LinkedIn profile strong, you will have to continuously attend RRP session every single day. So how it is going to be? So it is going to be day one, that is on Friday. Our week is starting from Friday. Okay. So Friday night, it is just like um, day one, you will be learning. Okay. Then Saturday, you have some gap. Okay. In that gap, whatever you have learned, you have to summarize that. Okay. So how you are going to summarize, why it is necessary to summarize whatever you have learned, there is a science behind it. I'm going to talk about it. Okay. So uh, your Friday is done, your Saturday is done, you are back on Sunday night. So on Sunday night, you learn another further about Agile and Scrum BA, and then you will get Monday. Monday, again, you need to summarize whatever you have learned. Okay. And then Tuesday, you will be attending RRP session. Maybe you will be asked to strengthen your, profile, LinkedIn profile or something. You will be asked to work on something. So that is on Tuesday. Wednesday, you can just breathe. Wednesday is breather day for you. So coming back on Thursday will be again RRP session. You need to attend. And then on again Friday, you are back with the energy over here. Okay. So this is how every single day of the week you are going to get engaged for this project towards getting placed. So is it very, very clear to you, everyone? I'm asking you. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
Sharda, Ruby,
Yes.
thank you so much. Tejashwini for answering. So yes. So Suchana, since you are repeating, and if you find that everything is just getting repeated and I really want to drop, you can. But if you are loving, you are enjoying and want to continue, you are welcome. Okay. Thank
Yes.
you. So if the core intent is to get placed and you have a purpose, you have an objective, do you know why many of the objective gets failed? Why many people don't complete their purpose? They don't hit their goal, they don't cross the finishing line. Do you know why? Anyone over here, any guesses why goals are not achieved?
they give up.
Mindset.
Yeah, they give up.
They give up. Okay.
Maybe they just lose focus.
They lose focus. Yeah, that's true. But what
Responsibilities.
responsibility? Amazing, Tejashwini. Super answer. So we are going to cover this all. Okay. So your focus, your commitment, your responsibility, every these things, single things has to be protected. Okay, so if you don't protect your goal, you will lose on your intent. Okay, things will start fading away and you will lose. So it is very, very important to commit yourself to your objective. How do we commit to that? How do we protect our goal? Do you have any idea how we will protect our goal? If not, I'm going to share something which we are going to agree together every single day when we come over here, that we call it as a following a code of honor. If we commit to this, trust me, if you follow this, it becomes the part of system. Just like we have in the system, the number one is what? The number one is your six pillars of Guru schools. In the similar manner, for Agile and Scrum, we have six code of honor. I call it as a core value. And I want everyone to commit to this. So what is the number one core value of Be Agile Scrum? So this is in our training. This is not of Agile Scrum, but this is Agile Scrum Be a track with us. Okay. The very first one is showing up live. Okay, showing up live. And when you show up live, you practice three things. You be on time, you remain punctual, and you commit. You become highly committed to this one. Why you need to practice this? Okay, because once you get placed, you need to reciprocate whatever you have learned over here, and you will be repeating this for 2 months. It becomes your habit once you get placed, so that when you turn inside attending day one of the meeting in the corporate, you will be reflecting, and you will be showcasing and demonstrating the same trait what you have developed over here of being on time, being punctual, and being highly committed. Why we need to practice this? Because one universal law that I have learned from one of my uh, trainer, one of my coach, he says that how you do anything is how you do everything. So you can take a note of it, and that's the reason. So let me tell you, so apart from being a IT professional, currently I'm working with US based one company for security release manager, and I have extensively 18 years of experience, and I have resolved many problems so far into the IT in personal life, and that's the reason I am also a mindset coach, author, and speaker. Okay, so you will be learning with the very rich experience with the inclusion of Prerna and myself. Okay, so this is all about me quickly. And the second code of honor, by the way, did you hear what is the first code of honor? Say, shout some yeses if you heard it.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you
Yes.
so much.
Yes.
The second one is the being a full stack student. So what is it and why to be? So first is that the moment you enroll yourself to the Guru schools with only one objective, that is towards getting placed. Okay, so your first pillar becomes instructor-led free training, and when you are receiving the training, you become a student as well. But you don't have to just to be a student. I request you to be a full stack student. So what is full stack student? Full stack student is the one who does all the assignments, and he does all the self research work as well. Whatever you learn, you go back, you are not limited with that, because you have time left out. Okay, using that time, you are encouraged to do your own self research and repeat whatever you have learned is very, very, and very, and very, and very important. Remember, guys, okay, repeating whatever you have learned, because that is going to give you more strength, okay, more power, and more clarity. So that's the reason you need to follow this, being a full stack student. So do you agree to follow this for code of honor number one and number two? If yes,
Yeah,
Yes.
I want
clear
you
it.
to
Yes.
declare it now. How you are going to declare now? Put your right right palm at your heart and repeat along with me. I commit to follow code of honor.
I
Please
commit
repeat.
to
I
follow
commit to
I
follow
commit to
code of
follow the
honor.
code of honor.
Thank you so much. Let's see another two. What are these? So third one is the taking full responsibility. The moment you start following code of honor and you do all the assignment, you start seeing the result towards the success. Okay, so yes, the moment you start seeing the success, you need to start taking responsibility of being successful. And that's the reason you turn up and say that because I have invested my time, energy, and money, and if at all, and attention, and that's the reason I attracted this success. So it's all my hard work. Yes, take responsibility of that. But when you don't do it, what happens? You attract failure, of course. And that is the time you need to take the responsibility of failure as well, because I have not done certain things, and that's the reason I have not done certain things, and that's the reason I have attracted failure. And the moment you take the responsibility of that failure, you agree to correct this. And the moment you agree to correct this failure becomes the trail for success. Are you getting my point? Yes. And that is the reason you have to take the full responsibility, not the half responsibility only towards success. Okay. When you will also take the responsibility of failure, why it has appeared, because I have not done certain thing. And that's why, see, when you will appear in any examination and before that you study, you will get the result. And when you don't study, still you will get the result. Agree or agree? Yes. Are you with me so far, everyone?
Agree.
So
yes.
Yes.
for not studying also, you are getting a result that is 0 marks. And for completing the study, you may also get 100% marks. So when you will take the responsibility of getting the 0 marks, for that you will acknowledge that, accept that, and then you will correct that. And that's the reason that will become the trail for success. So start taking the full responsibility. And this is very, very important. As I said, that agility is the triangle, and in the triangle there is one corner which is called as mindset, another is intent, and third one is soft skill. So I want you to start working on your mindset every single day. How you are going to work on it? On this I want you to on this path I want you to commit to learning. Okay. And when you start learning, you need to remain positive. How you are going to become positive every single day? I want you to have a bulletproof positivity. That's my responsibilities for coming days. How you will inculcate this into your into your habitual system. So that's my responsibility. I'm going to tell you how you can do that. And while you started learning, make sure that you are going complaint free and load yourself with the highest gratitude, because on this path not easily everyone can get in. It requires a lot of commitment, lot of readiness, and lot of acceptance towards the shifting that will happen inside out. So when you commit to that, you will see that you are inculcating these 4 types of mindset every single day. So when that is happening, I want you to increase your receptivity along with the mindset. How do you do that? For that, I want you to start your day with Stranger Secret. And what is that? For that, everyone, please remember, after this class, ask me what is Stranger Secret. This is one of the audio that I will provide you personally. Okay. Once you will ask me, then only you will get it. So what this audio do? So this audio will prepare you for next 30 days to follow certain goal and conquer it. Okay. And if you even fail for a 1 day, it will gives you a reset button. Using that, you can restart and still remain connected to conquer the goal. Okay. So this is a kind of this will become rituals. I follow personally this ritual every single day, because It gives me that power, that strength, and that clarity. And every single day I keep on conquering a new and new goals. So what is this audio all about? This audio will reveal certain, truth, and burst some myths. And for next 30 days, it takes my complete responsibility of my mindset. And also, this is an audio 30 minutes of long. So how do I do it? So 30 to 40 minutes. So I put this audio on 2x mode in YouTube. I listen to it every single day while jogging and while walking. So experts, scientists, and researchers, and speakers and authors have suggested this audio track to be listened at least thrice in a day, just like a medicine. But I know that 30 minutes thrice in a day is quite, not so easy. So I would request you to at least listen every single day once. Suchna does that along with me. Okay, so she also recently started and she is experiencing the power of it. I would request every one of you to do that. Ask me the means link of it. I'll share that with you after this class. Okay, is it clear with you? It's a stranger secret.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's clear.
Yeah, thank you so much. Now, this is very interesting thing which is coming, something which is called as golden quadrant of learning. So when you learn, it is really not so easy to retain whatever you have learned. And for me, it is very important to retain whatever you have learned. Okay, whatever you are learned, by using this power and understanding this power, you can retain maximum information in your mind. And it comes with 4 steps. So before you get into learning of anything, okay, you need to declare that how its impact is going to be. That is number one. The moment you declare and then get into the learning, then at the next level, you are encouraged to draw it immediately. Whatever you have learned, that you need to scribble on the piece of paper. So, and then you summarize it just in a minute or two, whatever you have learned. Okay, how do you summarize it? You are encouraged to summarize this to someone who is 5 years old. Even he or she can understand. All right, there is a larger audience where you can summarize. How do you do that? So you can go in front of the mirror, and whatever the drawing you have drawn of the learning, you can just showcase in the camera or in the mirror, and you can explain that these things I have learned today, and I'm going to explain just in a minute or two. That's give you further power to inculcate the habit of being a business analyst, because today everything is happening remote. And the more you will practice, the more confidence and the power and authority you will gain to start explaining. So from the day one, from the beginning itself, you start practicing as a scrum master, or a agilist, or a business analyst. Okay, so that's the reason we encourage every single student to start their learning with the declaration, then draw whatever they have learned. How you can draw? If something is theory and you want to draw, you can use similar kind of drawing that you are watching at the screen this time. This is called as mind map. Okay, so you can draw like this on piece of paper. You can show that in the camera. Hey, this is what I have learned it today, and I'm going to explain it just in a minute or two. That can go even up to 6 minutes or something, because people have created up to 7 minutes of video and presented. What exactly happens further? The more you will fine tune the explanation, it gets rolled out into the Guru School's YouTube channel, where the visibility of so many recruiters are there, and they see your evolution. The moment they see your evolution, they start building trust in you, and you become sellable, marketable, and hireable, and recruitable. And that's the reason after 2 months of complete circuit, you start getting place. And that's the reason we encourage every single of you to do this every single day of learning. So we are now getting into the real learning path. So before this learning, what do we do? Any answer, guys? If you're listening to me and so far with me. My question is, before this learning, we are getting into the real Agile Scrum learning. And before we learn, what do?
Declaration.
Declaration, exactly. So let's give a round of applause to you. So declaration, can we unmute yourself? And because you guessed it right, we are going to declare. Now this declaration is a very scientific reason behind this declaration. This declaration is just not declaring what you are going to do. This declaration is something will come with the anchor. What is anchor? Anchor is something inside your body when gets triggered that gets programmed further and gives you the similar result what you declare, okay, along with the anchor. So that's why we are going to declare some statement by putting the anchor. Anchor will be something with the neuro linguistic programming, that is nothing but doing some bodily activity, and because of that, the statement what you will utter, that will start programming your mind and brain at cellular level. So that's the reason we do this kind of a declaration. And by repeating this, whatever you said, you see the result. Okay, so this is also called as the power of declaration, to see the result by doing it again and again. So how we are going to declare? So at the count of 3, you will set an anchor. Anchor is nothing but it is a self high five. Self high five is nothing but just a clap. Okay, so you will set an anchor at the count of 3, that is self high five, a clap. You will have to unmute yourself, and at the count of 3 you will clap and repeat after me. I am a quick learner, what others can learn and master, I too can do that. And after that again you will clap, that is a second round, and which you will repeat after me. Because I am an awesome and amazing learner, today's learning is going to be super duper easy to me. So are you ready to get started? At the count of 3 you will set an anchor and declare the selected string, selected text after me. Okay, is it clear to everyone?
Yes.
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 Thank you so much. So at the count of 3, I'm going to set an anchor. I am going to clap. 1, 2, 3, and go and repeat after me. I am a quick learner, and literally clap. I am a quick learner. Repeat.
I'm a quick learner.
I am a quick
What others
learner.
can learn and master,
What
I
others
too can do that.
can learn and master. I too can do that.
Brilliant. Now, again, at the count of 3, you will repeat after me after the self high five. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and go. Because I am an awesome learner,
Because I am
Because
an
I'm an
Because
awesome
I am an
learner.
awesome learner.
today's learning is going to be super duper
Today's learning
easy
is
to me.
Today's
super
learning is
duper
going
easy
to
to me.
be
Super
super
duper easy
duper
to me.
easy to me.
And every single time when you come back over here, we are going to repeat it. And when you will repeat it, I want you to smile as well, because if you smile, you will not lose a single penny. Okay, while repeating it. Is it clear? So now
Yes.
we are getting into the learning mode of this. But before we go into the learning mode of it, uh, let me tell you the last one on this path. The last one is being a giver. If you are earning today, you are encouraged to do certain thing. Why? Let me tell you. When you become a giver, that keeps your ego away on the path of learning and makes you more light-hearted, so that you receive lot of data, lot of information, and ready to process that. And that keeps you more spiritually grounded because you are on this path. Okay, and this path is of the growth, where you are also growing internally and externally. And when this is happening, when you become a giver, I want you to set an intent of doing the charity. Okay, the charity could be anywhere where you believe in. It could be any temple, mosque, or any causes, or any NGO, or anything where you believe in. Okay, uh, and in case you are not earning, then have an intent. Once I get placed, I'll continuously do every single week. If you are paid weekly, or every single month, at least 5% or 10% of charity. Why you need to do that? It is said that what goes around comes around. That is number one, and that's why you need to do this. Okay,
Yeah.
that is one thing. Second thing is that once you give, you grow, and once you receive, you may survive. So do you really want to just survive, or you want to grow economically? Any answer?
Grow.
Grow.
Of course,
We
grow.
want to grow.
Yes, you are right. Of course, you want to grow. And for that matter of fact, I want you to start doing charity of 5% on 10%, because when you give, you grow. But you know what? Many students of mine, they do charity for 5% or 10%, just not to have an intent of growing, but also they have intent to inspire others. So when you give, you not only grow, but you inspire others as well, because you have many people in your network, just for the sake of inspiring them and making a ripple effect, get into this zone of growing together well by doing 5% or 10% of charity. So when you are doing it, appreciate it. And when you are appreciating it, appreciate whatever you do, and whatever others are also have done for you, appreciate that. And even when you don't see the result, and something that doesn't happen to you, I want you to continue to appreciate what has not happened to you, because that not happening is prepared for new happening in your life. Okay, so every single step is preparing for you a next stronger step. So that's the reason we call it, what you appreciate appreciates you back. Okay, so is it clear, the sixth code of honor? If it is clear, then once again I want you to put your right palm at your heart and you repeat this: I commit to follow code of honor. I commit to follow code of honor.
I commit to follow
Commit
code
to
of
follow
honor.
code of honor.
I commit to follow code of honor.
So 5 people commit to follow the code of honor. I saw the 5 voices. Okay, so fine, no problem. So now we are ready. We have set up the code of honor, and every single time we will be repeating it. This is very first one, and this is very the foundation. Our foundation has to be stronger, and that's why we have come up here so far. Going back to agility, and here we have just completed the introduction, and we will understand in this week one and day one importance of agility. What is agility, and versus business analysis, what we will be learning. Okay, and further we will also see the history of it, and how did it evolve. So when we talk about agility, so understand agile is a methodology. Okay, is a methodology, is a fast methodology for what? Methodology for delivery. Say for example, when you cook. Okay, so in the morning at this time, Prerna loves to give this kind of example, so I'm adopting from her, and giving this kind of example to you. So when you cook, you intend to deliver that. Okay, you intend to serve that cooking to your loved one at your home. Okay, so either you will take time and you complete the cooking and then you will serve. Okay, or you go in a very faster mode, and you in very less time, 30 minutes of work sometime you complete in 10 minutes, and you happen to serve the tasty, delicious, sumptuous food in the with the similar taste and more demand, in a faster, quicker manner. Okay, so there are two methods. Okay, one method is that your utensil is on the flame, and you are dicing every single thing and putting in the utensil, and just making it ready and equally tasty, and then ready to serve. Okay, that is one. Second thing is that first you chop down every single item, whatever you want to prepare as a wonderful recipe. Okay, you arrange all the utensils first, and then go wait for pan to get heated, and then start putting one item inside it. You sort it well, and then once its aroma gets spreaded inside home, then you choose another one, you put it inside, sort it well again, and then go for third and for, and thereby you lose 1 hour and people are still waiting to get it served. Okay, so this is one way. So this is not a agile way. Okay, so agile way is something that you know that it is time consuming, but still you have to deliver it quicker, faster, and you need to remain ahead of the competitor. Okay, are you following me so far, everyone?
Yes.
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 So what you will choose, you will just arrange every single thing. Okay, your utensil is on flame, and now you have put the very first ingredient. Aroma has spread it inside the home. You are calling someone who is eagerly waiting for item to be served. You're just calling him in front of your recipe and telling them, hey, tell me the feedback. How do you find the color of this ingredient? How you're finding the aroma? Can you just test this small ingredient and so far tell me that is it fine now? So he encourages you. He says that, hey, you are going well, very very well, so continue to prepare it. Then you put the another item, then again you call the person and get the feedback. Again you put the third item. Now you just cover the pan and start asking the person, now are you have you liked all these ingredients? Now it is going to get ready and ready to be served. The person is totally excited because you have given the update on it, that how things are on getting progress, and finally you serve it and you deliver it, and the person consume it and appreciate you and reward you. So this is one process. You kept your stakeholder, your client, engaged throughout the process of making and delivering. Are you following? Who was your client? The person who was
Yes.
eagerly waiting to eat. And that exactly we do in the software field through agile. Okay, we keep on asking the feedback when we are developing a software. We keep on testing it, and we keep on asking for the feedback moment it is tested successfully, it is tested past. Okay, so this is called agile methodology, where every single stage your customer is involved with you, and that makes you ahead of the competitor. And do you know the reality? It brings 70% of profit growth and 50% of higher revenue growth. Because I said agile is the ground and business analysis is nothing, but it is its
Backbone.
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 Exactly. So while these things are happening of delivery process and all, in this you require at every single step, like you are putting the pan, you are asking what do you want to have today in the dinner, to your family member, that is asking your client, inquiring how do you want to develop, what do you want to develop, and how do you want to go ahead, why only you want to design this kind of software. So for that you are designing a process. You are by asking question, you are improving the product, you are analyzing the product. So improve services through your data analysis, as in that say for example, you are going to buy a new refrigerator for your home. You walk into the shop or any appliances store, and then you will have the data from your last 15 years of experience. You had been to your mom's place, your in-laws place, and at your place. Okay, say for example, and in every single home you found there are different refrigerator, and you have identified that for 3 years, after 3 years I have received this issue in XYZ brand refrigerator, and ABC brand refrigerator at mom's place, XYZ at my father's place, or uh, DEF at my home. Okay, all brands have after certain years these flaw. So these are the data. Say for example, you come up with the 4 flaw in every single refrigerator, and certain year of time you started finding it, and then you come up that these are the refrigerator who has connection with these brand. I'm not going to buy it. So these data served you. to take a decision, a better decision, to go for a new refrigerator from in the store appliance store of the plants, and there you decide to come up with the new brand, which is something advanced brand. You try and decide and check on the cost of every single after testing every single brand, you decide whether it is affordable, whether it is in your price range, and you agree to do that. How did you reach to that decision? Because internally inside your mind you did various calculation. You only did not write it in on the piece of paper. You did not only come back to type on the computer spreadsheet or excel file to analyze it in detail, but exact analysis happened inside your brain, and based on that decision happens. Are you following me, whatever I have said to you? Are you able
Yes.
to connect? Exactly
Yes.
in the similar manner, whatever you have done in brain, by adding a spreadsheet, you will do the data analysis, and you are a business analyst by birth, because you have been analyzing every single time, and it is the basic human nature. Okay, no training will tell you that this is the basic human nature. Why? Because people love to make things complicated, and that's the reason in other trainings you will find that things are presented in a way, this is a very tough thing, you cannot do this. There's a very easiest thing that even a child can do it. That's what you will learn in guru schools. Okay, and that's from where you get this power to believe that you too can do that if one can do that. Okay, and by being a business analyst, you become responsible for creating new models to support business decision by working closely with the financial reporting and IT teams to establish initiative and strategy to improve importing and to optimize the cost. So optimizing cost or taking care of the finances, you have been doing it at your home. Aren't you? Are you doing right?
Yes.
You
Yeah.
take financial decision at
Yes.
your home
Mm.
as well. Yeah, you
Yes.
Yes.
you give your input. So these things through analysis will happen in the businesses as well. Okay, you bridge the gap between business and IT by by putting up some model which is visible and visible and credible. Okay, and it bridge the gap. You design the process. So what exactly, while this is happening, let me also tell you that how agile has evolved. So I think let me see if there is no typo. So Prerna, would you like to take this slide?
Hello. Yeah, Gaurav.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
So,
welcome.
first of all, a very interesting, I would say, details shared by Gaurav with apt examples. So, I'll request you to try to mention the keywords whatever we speak during the session. Also, encouraging all the participants to have a notepad and pen and pencil ready with them. So, there are some words, when we talk, we even highlight them, so you can just jot them down, so they can be like your go-to summary or your go-to key points when you're preparing for the any industry or any interview or any group discussions. So that's just a note I wanted to share in the beginning of the session. And yes, we'll start with this agile intro. Basically, if you see, if you look at this image. So what does modern people, modern agile does is basically it, as Gaurav was explaining, it basically delivers the value, and that too continuously. Okay, it takes a lot of I would say efforts and dedication and continuous repetition of delivering for this kind of delivering value to the customers, to the internal teams. Along with that, it also for its implementation, safety is one of the very important prerequisites. We can consider safety, good quality, everything combined is generally the outcome of agility or agile. Then experiment and learn rapidly. Now this is a very interesting part wherein uh, as Gaurav was mentioning, agile has generally a window of 1 to 4 weeks sprint. We will learn that in detail as we go forward. So the time duration is quite crisp. It's quite limited. So you have to do a lot in a shorter period of time. But trust me, that's the fun of it, because we have a highly trained, a highly skilled people around with the same intention of delivering the product, the application to the customer. So the overall atmosphere is so conducive for the research and experimentation, and the learning is super fast. You learn as a team, you grow as a team. So that's the beauty of it. And last but not the least, make people awesome. This is definitely true. I've been a part of agile. Currently I've been a part of agile methodology. The way it works, it actually brings out the best on you work wise, and even as in a personality trait. You start delivering everything in quality, in work, in on personal terms. You become so dedicated overall that it really actually turns you into a better person, and I will definitely echo to this. So this was some key highlights of what are the advantages, or what are the benefits that agile brings to you, modern agile brings to you. Now going back to the agile intro, so as you can see, it was earlier introduced, or it was kind of getting manifested, or it was getting into shape during the 2000s. And in 2001, around 17 software development development team and development people kind of had a really pretty good and decent brainstorming sessions, and they had come up with this. That was the early beginning of this modern, I would say, agile. Then kind of it was like a need of our, wherein the earlier methodologies like waterfall and spiral, they were like being repetitive, or they were not able to serve to the needs of the current technology demands. Like like I always give this example of uh, what I would say, projects like spaceship projects, robotics projects, complex projects serving into medical and defense, kind of background. Those are really crucial projects, and for that agile is super suitable, right? Rather, I would say agile is the best methodology. So that was the need, and everybody saw that coming, that okay, we need something that will be quick, that will be accurate, that will be awesome to deliver. And that's why, so agile evolution, I would say, in 90s, in 1990s only, the approaches started changing. People would understand that the typical software development life cycle, that is, we call it waterfall, wherein everything was very linear in sequence. It was time consuming. It was not what the customer wanted during those times. So because of all this background, we actually come up with pair programming and scaled agile and Kanban. These are the another methodologies wherein similar and more interesting forms happen, but still agile is always more into it. I'll request Gaurav to throw some light on them once I just finish this last sentence. And where agile works, it's really a universal way. But then what we say, when the customer is ready to accept small pieces of large application to keep their customer hooked until it is ready to be used as a whole. So it simply means you keep delivering smaller chunks till the entire application is delivered or application is ready. So you may ask, you may have this question, why are we doing that? Why we do not give the entire application at one go? Why we have to give it in bits and pieces? So to answer that question, how beneficial or helpful this is, because when you create something smaller and you deliver, first of all you have the sense of delivery. Second, the customer is happy to see that you're working on it, and it's a functional model. You don't give something that is a half cooked meal. you definitely give, like if I have to give an example, imagine you have a website, wherein like a Facebook website, and you're working on that website, and you are pretty sure that that the website is going to take time, because it has many functionalities, and it has many things that you can do, like you can have your own wall, you can have your own photo album, you can find your friends, you can search, send friend request, you can create polls, you can donate, you can have your business page. So the possibilities are too many. So how would you go about it? So you can start with, okay, I'll prepare that search friend functionality first and deliver to the client. Okay, so you work on that, you give it to the client for testing, for exploring. Then you work on, okay, I'll prepare my home page and see how the things look like, and then you deliver that to the client. You know what this does? This actually gives a sense of confidence, and to the customer, wherein customer also can see, yes, they're working on it, and I'm getting all this stuff, it's step by step, but I'm really liking it because I can test it. So that's the benefit. And benefit in comparison of what? To the earlier methodologies, where everything was in a black box, as in the development team is working, customer has no idea what they're working on. They just hope that everything is going as per their requirements. And when they give the end product, there are many times would be a gap in what the customer wanted and what they prepared. But then everything was already worked upon, so it is to be a very heavy, I would say, costing thing to go back and change. Where in agile, as I work and as the customer give feedback, I make changes and I deliver to them. So it's like super fast. It's super fast, and it is very effective, because you and me, like a development team and customers, they're on the same page, and the understanding is clear, the expectation is clear, hence the delivery is also clear, right? So this is in crisp in whatever I could fit into the intro part. Do you have any doubts into this? Please feel free to ask. This is more or less just a history part of it, and just a glimpse of agile understanding. Yes. So no, if no doubts, and I'll just request Gaurav to share, throw some light on the pair programming and agile Kanban and scaled agile, if he may. Thank you,
Yeah,
Gaurav.
sure. Thank you so much, Prerna. So, yeah, understand that every single time, we continued to improve the processes so that delivery becomes smoother, quicker, and faster. Okay, we will be looking at it, that what is being flexible and being agile. Okay, we will be looking at it. But before that, let me tell you that, okay, ask you, every one of you understand Hindi? One line, two lines, something like
Yes.
that? Yeah,
Yes.
everyone out here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
So going back to the old example, okay, why agile actually came into the existence? Why? Because the earlier model used to become waterfall model. We will be talking about it in the next coming session, or if time permits, even today itself. So that used to be really really time consuming. In fact, it used to be like, jab tak khana serve hota tha, bhook mar jati thi. Okay, so there was no point. So by the time things get delivered, software gets delivered, now the era has changed, demand has changed, and trend has changed. And whatever you have developed as a software developer or software company and delivering to your customer, now there is no need to use it, and that used to become useless. And that is the reason these 70 people start working uh, in since early 2000. Okay, since early 2000. And in 2001 they started using agility. Okay, but they were experiencing this issue since 1990s. Okay, so what exactly happened? Let me go back and tell you that, before we tell you about this software development life cycle, what it used to be, let me go back to the previous screen, which I think it is also necessary for you to know. So when we delivered a software, we prepared a software, what we used to do, we used to have a goal, like you have a goal to get placed, right? Are you following me, everyone? Yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much for responding. So, we will understand and know that agility is not flexibility. There is a slight difference between it. However, agility gives you three things: that is, quickly you can react on it, quickly you can change your move, okay, from one to two, and it has to be time box. There is a time limit for it, and you have to deliver and speak or miss react just in a given time frame. You cannot go beyond it. Are you following, everyone? Yes.
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 Thank you.
Yes.
However, the flexibility does not have any time bound. Okay. And quick movement is not there. Fast movement is not there. It takes its own time and continue to move, show the move or reflect on the move. However, reaction also is delayed when it comes to flexibility. It takes its own time. But being agile, quick reaction, fast movement, and time box. Time box is nothing but responding in a timely fashion. Okay, in a given window of time, you need to react. Okay, now coming back to SDLC, let me use this, and kindly excuse me if scribbling is not really fashionable or really eye catchy. So what used to happen, we are also learning with this SDLC. We are going to learn now SDLC. It is life software development life cycle, and inside it we are also learning waterfall model. So how it used to become. So in waterfall model, first customer used to come to you, and he used to gives you requirement. Okay, so when he is discussing the requirement, you used to gather the requirement. Okay, so the very first stage was what? Requirement gathering. Are you following? What was the very first stage?
Requirement
Requirement.
gathering.
Requirement
Requirement gathering.
Yes, exactly it was. So first stage was requirement gathering and analysis. Okay, requirement gathering and analysis. Let me type it instead of scribing it. So requirement gathering and analysis. When requirement analysis and gathering used to happen, then next used to come to what? Any guesses? Requirement gathering analysis, and those requirement which has been gathered and analyzed requires to be
Implement.
documented.
Yeah, document.
So documentation used to be next phase. Okay, so requirement gathering, analysis, documentation. What else? After documentation, what used to happen? Okay, after documentation, they used to,
Develop.
okay, yes, exactly. Requirement analysis, documentation, and they used to design it. Okay, they used to design it. So, which is nothing but the part of development. So, after designing, what they used to do? If designing is
testing.
Deployment.
Budget.
okay,
Implement.
so along with design, they also used to code it. Okay, coding, design, coding, and then once they have designed, then they will move to, you rightly said, testing. Okay, they used to test it, and when they used to test it, and if it used to be test passed, then they go to deploy. Okay, so deployment, or say delivery, or after that support was needed. Do you follow? Support was needed, and after support, maintenance was needed. Okay, support and then maintenance. Okay, so it used to follow the same principle. First it used to follow this: requirement gathering, then analysis, then documentation, design, coding, testing, deployment, support, and maintenance. Okay, So do you see this waterfall? This used to be just like a falling of water. Okay, falling water, and that's the reason it used to called as waterfall model. However, uh, they only just followed it. So they come up with the corresponding item that the moment the requirement gathering happen, or the maintenance phase will happen, they will do certain thing over here. Okay, they will do certain thing over here. So the moment things are ready, things are coded. Okay, things are coded, they used to do some activity over here. Okay, so what they used to do, so when it is an analysis phase, they will develop the test case. Test case means check scenario checklist, where when user will perform, how does it look like? Okay, when user will perform, how does it look like? Okay, while because they have gathered the requirement roughly. Do you follow? So
Yeah.
this used to call as user acceptance testing. Now that documentation has come, design is being developed, they understand this at the deeper level now. Okay, then they enhance their test case and they make it for the system to integrate properly, and that another team of testing, they used to perform system integration testing, because at the documentation level they have the clarity at the deeper level. Now while designing is happening, they have the understanding what all the components are there. Okay, what all the components are there. So they used to do component testing. Okay, so before this testing is ready, they used to follow the STLC means software testing life cycle, and where all the things related to software development, software testing framework, the testing team used to develop. But at the same time, while deployment, before deployment stage, now every single developer will do an unit testing. Okay, and unit testing at their level. So you follow that while things are ready to be delivered, before that any person will, any developer will do the unit testing is nothing, but there will be a set of test cases for him to test his own work. Okay, at his level first, and then going to testing team, and testing team will test the component, and then they will test the software for integration, and then they will do a unit user acceptance testing. So these will follow. And do you know, when you will see, it looks like every parallel phase has a parallel testing phase. Okay, and that's the reason it gives it a complete V shape, and it is used to call as V model. Are you following?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
this is V model. In case someone asks you, you should be able to say that the development and testing happens hand in hand. At the requirement analysis, UAT is there for documentation designs, SIT is there before that. So these things you can explain, and that becomes user that becomes this thing. What do you call software development life cycle, and you learned just a waterfall model, software development lifecycle, and V model. Okay, so while you have learned just now about this thing, what unit testing, did you learn unit testing? When developer does what? Test any software at his local machine. Are you following me?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah. So that is called as unit testing, because he testing against certain scenarios, and that scenario has to be written. So those set of scenario he has written or maintained in spreadsheet or Excel sheet, and now against it he is following every single step, and he is testing the software. So what used to happen while he is doing that, sometime there is a peer, he used to check his system, he used to check the development, or he used to join the developer and he used to review his code, okay, or her code. And that approach is always called as pair programming. And Agile has got some framework, okay, which we call at Kanban, um, Scrum, or Scaled Agile. So we will be looking at it in the detail, even extreme programming in the coming days. Okay. So yeah, so for now you need to understand what was SDLC, what was B model, what was pair programming, what is Scrum and Kanban and Scrum Burn and Scaled Agile. We will be looking at in the detail. But remember, in this Agile intro, the various thing, how modern Agile is working is very important. I want you to follow these things. Let me ask you this question, and this is very, very burning question. Okay, I want everyone to respond. Okay, the question is like this: suppose you are working in a healthcare industry. Okay, and let me ask you, in fact, this: how many of you are already into healthcare industry? Have any clinical touch?
Me?
Ruby has. Anyone else?
Radha.
Radha has. Anyone else? Tejashni, Sharda? No.
No,
Okay.
no.
Let me ask you, say for example, as your friend's family or acquainted family, you know them, you are knowing them well. Okay. And there is something which has come into the market, some product, some clinical product has come up into the market, and after certain test um, it has been given a go. Some vaccination has come, and it has been tested multiple times on various entity, and after testing it has come on the go, and its corresponding IT maintenance also happens. As data is entered well, but somehow it has a flaw that it does not check on the expiry date. Okay, and somehow every single person involved into the approach has missed it, that the system is not checking the expiry date of the product which has been launched in the market. After some time you realize that your friend's person or someone was into the healthcare custody, and they happened to use the product which really harmed their health, and you were completely surprised. Imagine if you were involved into the system development of the same software which is not checking. Don't you feel little bit of guilty that I was involved to making it flaw? What if I could have checked it, because it has brought my friend's family members life on the stake.
Definitely.
Little bit of pinch will happen, right? Little bit,
Yes.
or a lot?
Lot.
A
A
lot.
A lot.
lot.
A lot of.
Or what if the same family member would have been your only? It it might have really not a forgivable thing. So if that kind of loss it may bring for a human, and when it will become in the banking industry, a small flaw may lose a person a million sometime, not even a single pence or dollar. And what if that person experiencing the loss would be you or your loved one? You will be not really happy. Yeah. So the pain will expand. So you won't feel like to be in the part of such, bad emotion, but you always find to feel rich. So rich emotions are important. To get driven by the rich emotion, adding the value is important. So when you are working in IT company, and if you know what the end user is expecting, you will work in a way that there will be a zero flaw in the system, because just now you have declared and agreed and experienced while I was sharing you this information, that it could bring some responsibility to you, that you have been the part of such system which was not working successfully and brought some issue. So you will always think that I will develop, design and deliver something which is rich in the value, and something which is workable, and something which is continuously working. Are you following, everyone? Continuously working and adding lot of value. So once you get placed, have this intent that whatever I am paid for, I am going to give more value than that. Okay, so more value. If you are paid $100 for something, you should work for $1,000, so that your soul is satisfied, you are better satisfied, and you know that you are working for humanity, you are saving someone's money, you are saving someone's energy, you are means if someone comes with the insurance from insurance industry and he has claimed it, error free system will give him his 100% claim for a genuine reason. And what if the person asking for the claim would be you for your vehicle? You would want justification with yourself, right? So you cannot afford a single error in the system if you are a client. Then if you are a service provider, how you can afford the same error? Be it very, very clear. This makes your intent stronger. And to work on this intent, I want you to become the person who celebrates every single day of the development, because you are going to deliver the similar kind of product. And when you will discuss that, of course every single person in your touch should feel awesome. Okay, and the value is there. You have understood the part of adding the value. Okay, and you are making the things very safe and secure. Okay, and you are doing experiment rapidly. Okay, because you want to feel yourself awesome, the creator to awesome, the service taker to be awesome, and service provider to awesome. And that's the reason, always, always, always bring the rich energy and always bring the rich value when you are serving for a company or creating a product or testing a product or designing a process. Are you clear on this, everyone? We have gone very intense into this discussion. So I think that someone has dropped. Okay, no worries. So by the way, everyone, are you with me so far?
Yes.
Thank you so much, Disha for confirming, and Tejaswini for confirming. And yes, so I think this should be enough for today. We have intro, we have a code of honor, and we understood agility and flexibility. And also we saw that, evolution of agile. So we will be talking more in detail, gradually. One technical thing also we learned. What did we learn in the business analyst? What did we learn? Who can tell? What? Yes, Sharda, I see you unmuted. So can you tell? You remember something quickly just now? Okay, you are you muted yourself. Okay, no problem. Did we learn V model? Yeah. Software.
Yeah, the water flow,
Yeah,
waterfall model.
waterfall
Waterfall.
model. We learned.
Exactly.
Waterfall.
Waterfall model we learned. Okay. So only three things we learned. We learned waterfall model, software development lifecycle, and V model, agility,
Model.
flexibility, and code of honor. That's it. And we went in a very intense discussion where we understood as a IT professional, as a customer, as a service provider, or service receiver, how the thing should work and how things should be. You thought, or you experienced while listening to the example, that how you should really adopt the things, adapt the things, and respond to the changes. Okay, so I think we are good enough for today. So Prerna, do you want to add something? And if yes, you want me to share the slide?
No. I think we are good. We have got, we have really had a great time explaining all these initial beginning level concepts. And I just want these things to be synced into them, so let us give them some time. And yeah, we can start from the next session. Yeah.
Yeah,
Good.
sure. Thank you so much, Prerna, for adding up and agreeing that we can wind up. So, Sharda, because I was talking to you, took your name earlier. So, I want you to come up with the one word or one statement. What do you feel right now after attending the very day one, Sharda?
After that, listening to the first example which you have given, really understood the difference between the waterfall model and uh, the reason for agile. The example about cooking, that is a really mind-blowing example, because that made things clear for me, because I've just been going through a lot about what is agile actually. I heard a few examples, but that was not very clear. But the cooking example which you gave, it gave a clear-cut image of what agile is. So I'm really happy with it. Thank you so much.
Most welcome, Sharda. Sharda, call out someone's name on the screen you see.
Disha Patel.
Disha. Yes, Disha, what do you feel like saying? In fact, what you are feeling
Hi.
after attending day one? Yeah.
Yeah, so after attending this, I'm feeling a little bit more confident because I was wondering, like, this is not my field, so how it's gonna be. And I was also wondering what is agile because I saw so many videos on YouTube and stuff, but I wasn't clear. But since you gave me the example, I'm really clear about it, like what is exactly agile and how does it work.
Thank you so much, Disha. Disha, call out someone's name on the screen you see.
Sneha?
Sneha. I know that's again, this is day one, and you might be repeating. Yes, what do you feel like saying, Sneha?
Um, yeah, the concepts are a lot clearer now. You such provide us with such clear and simple examples. You make simple things hard. But sorry, hard things simple. So sorry, it's the other way around.
That's okay.
But I really did some research in the past regarding this waterfall model and SDLC. But I was just reading it, but now it's setting in my mind. So thank you.
Yeah, welcome, Sneha. Sneha, call out someone's name on the screen.
Okay.
We are done with Sharda,
Tejaswini.
Disha, and you. Tejaswini. Tejaswini.
Hey,
Yes. What do you feel
yes.
like saying?
Well, Gaurav and Prerna, thank you so much for giving us a layman language explanation, which actually cleared a lot of doubts. I was going through what agile is. I keep coming across agile, but what exactly is agile? Yeah, the layman language examples again, what the daily usage, since most of us, we use those things in our daily life. So, yeah, most of the things have been cleared, and it kind of give us a sense like, yes, this is something we can look forward to and can excel in, or at least first step, baby step towards what we are aiming for.
Amazing. So are you feeling confident?
Yes, I am. Thank you.
Awesome, Tejaswini. Thank you. So you must say then, I feel confident. Can you repeat this?
I do feel confident a lot.
Thank you, Tejaswini. So Tejaswini, call out someone's name on the screen, please.
Okay.
That's Radha
Radha?
and Ruby. Okay, Radha. Yes, Radha, what do you feel like saying?
I feel I'm excited to learn. To know the basic concepts of the agile, and I'm excited to learn more, and
Okay.
I'm confident I can do it.
Yes, Radha. You are from where you're taking U-turn, you have taking a turn from the experience of workshop towards the basics. Okay, from advanced to basic to advanced, a complete 360 you will be experiencing. Kudos to you, the way you have adopted the advanced things and the way you are moving towards the basic. You are restarting a new project with Agile. Okay, Radha. So yeah, thank you so much. Call out someone's name on the screen.
Ruby?
Yes, Ruby, what do you feel like saying?
Hi. So yeah, just to kind of reiterate that this is like pretty interesting. It's exciting. I'm simultaneously doing another, a self-driven testing kind of course. So I kind of had a little bit of background about all these, models and stuff. So it was a little easier, like for me to kind of understand the concepts. But yeah, I mean, they had explained it pretty complicated there, and you made it like really, simple. uh, y- uh, you know uh, I mean, half of us, I think, who are outsiders to IT, I think the biggest like challenge for us is whether this is for me or not, and whether I will really succeed. And I think half of the times, like, we are just trying to get over that idea of uh, oh my God, like how will I feel like, maybe 4 sessions into this, So that is what, at least I personally am, trying to get over.
So do you think that you will be able to complete it and achieve it?
Yes, yes.
Thank you so much, Ruby. And
And it's also on you. I mean, for making it so simple, because I think more or less, as much as it's on us, it's on you as well. So,
definitely,
yeah,
we are the people who love to make the things complicated, but the wisdom is to make the things simple, to make it interesting. Okay, you
correct,
be anything, but you don't be boring. Okay,
correct.
and when things become complicated, it becomes boring. Okay, people skip from and find the escape to means from those things, like you said right now, just that you had the knowledge, you learned outside, but you have seen that things were really complicated, not so easy the way it was
Yes,
presented today.
yes,
So
that was the best, learning from this. That yeah, it's more simple, more clearer now.
yeah, thank you. And it
And
is
with
just day one.
examples that basically that we can, relate to.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think all of us have like cooked at some point.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you
So
so much.
yes, call out someone's name on the screen. You see,
Radha.
is done.
Okay, I think Disha is not done,
Done.
right?
Disha is
She's
also,
done too.
yeah,
Sharda.
done.
Oh my God. Sneha, are you?
Done.
All of them.
I
And
know it's
Prerna
hard.
is.
I know it's hard. It's hard.
Yeah, Ruby, try one more time.
Oh my goodness. ah, I think so Prerna, I think, but Prerna is
Yes,
our,
you are. Yeah, but
but
still,
Prerna is our trainer, right?
yes. So we all are in the part
Okay.
of project.
Yes, but we
Okay.
are all in this together. And I was actually waiting, when will you take my name? But yeah, you took us some time. So no worries. First of all, the one thing I want to highlight is it's a complete pro woman go woman batch we have. Normally we do have a good mix of all the genders, both the genders, but this is an on inclusive women batch. So yeah, I'm pretty happy because now we have so much to catch up on. And Gaurav being one of the superb trainers we have met, I'm pretty sure all of you will enjoy and as well as learn so much in such a great enthusiasm. That is the way we deliver and we like to deliver. As to what Gaurav was saying, we ensure that things won't be boring, and we'll try to make it as simple, as interesting as possible. From today's session, I want to mention is that all of you have been super interactive. You have been sharing your thoughts and your views. That is very, very important to us, because the moment we know about your understanding, about your mindset, it really helps us to shape the course of the session, the examples, the sharing, and the overall teaching part. So thank you so much for being coordinating and cooperative and so enthusiastic altogether. I'll just request you to be this way. Please rewatch this videos again. You're feel free to also watch Guru School's same topic videos from other trainers. We always encourage candidates because we keep learning from others as well. There can be some different set of examples, but please start with this video, because in the session when you are attending, you are listening, you're watching, you're thinking, there are so many things happening. But when you listen to this recording, you are while doing some of your household chore or while traveling, your attention, your concentration is most of the time is only to listening. And while listening, it would really help you to understand, memorize, and get comfortable with all these concepts. And do not worry, it doesn't matter which and what background you're from. We have trained doctors, and now we have lawyer. So I'm very happy that all of you have taken this step, and be there with faith and with dedication. And we all know you all will achieve the ultimate goal, that is to get placed. So that is from my side. Over to you, Gaurav.
Thank you
So
so
much,
much,
all of you.
Prerna, and very well
Yes.
said that we have placed and trained many people, including one which I want to quote and mention is the chef as well. So yeah, if one can do that, they can do.
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. A chef too. Yes.
Yes. So you too can do that. So that is one thing. Second thing, I just want to reiterate on this that ask me for the strangest secret audio that will give you a complete new way of entry into the world of positivity, which you don't want to really skip every single day for 30 minutes by putting into 2x mode and listening to that audio every single day will just let you enjoy for 15 minutes. So that is one thing. Second, remember the code of honor and the golden quadrant of learning which was said that start your learning with the declaration, and we started into this learning with the declaration. And what is after learning we need to do? So we declare, we learn, and now what?
Draw and summarize.
Draw and summarize. Absolutely, Radha. Thank you so much. A round of applause for just pointing it out. Thank you so much. So yes, so Radha rightly said it. Now after going from here, you have to draw whatever you have learned. Okay, that creates a dendrite connection. This is a new neuro pathway if you don't have information on it. Okay, and when you draw this, and after that, when you will point it out into the camera lens of your mobile and hit the record button for a 1 minute or 2 minute and explain, that makes the neuro pathways or neural networks or the dendrite connection stronger to retain those information longer. Okay, so that's the reason I want you to summarize it. So Radha knows it, Sneha knows it, because they keep on sharing whatever they have learned as a part of summary. Once you will know from them, you can also follow them. But if you are already enthusiast, already excited, and already go getter, you can first summarize by your own, and by tomorrow max you can share your own summary as well. Thank you so much for sharing your time and being awesome and learning this in a very fun manner. And we will see you once again on Sunday night 8:45 p.m. EST. Till then, enjoy your weekend till Sunday night. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye bye. Good night. Take care.
Night.
Bye. Bye.